All right. I am excited about today. We're going to work with self-portraits again. We worked a little bit with self-portraits, so you know kind of what they are. You know that if we're looking at our vocabulary, the a self-portrait is a work of art created of yourself. So you can see examples here. We went over that just in the beginning of class. And your facial features, we're going to focus on them, the elements that make up your face. For examples, the nose, ears, eyes, and hair. Okay, so when we look at our objective, and we already talked about our objective, but we're going back to it because we're going to start now. It says, I will create a self-portrait using facial features. So when you're looking at your face, what does your face comprise of? Such as your nose, mouth, eyes, ears, hair, that resemble yourself. So I'm just repeating myself there a little bit so you understand. So when we talked about self-portraits last week, we were using a grid on where things could be, right? Now I want you to focus on really what your features look like, okay? So I'm going to start off with a new paper, and I'm going to use a marker so you can see. First, we're going to start with a oval, and your oval doesn't have to be perfect. You're not using marker, you're using pencil. I'm using markers so I can let you see what I'm drawing. So here's my oval. All right, so there's an oval. Give me a thumbs up when you get your oval done, just to let me know, Ms. Trouts, know that you are done. All right, so we are back. So after we have that oval, and we're just gonna go through these little steps that we had last week, we are going to make our neck. So we're just going to make a line down on this side and a line down on that side. Once you have those two lines, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. All right. So now we're going to take those lines and we're going to go and make a shoulder on this side and a shoulder on this side. And then you're going to take that and go down and down. So now we have our shoulders. We have our oval for our head. We are still going to be using a grid. So we've already used that last week, and now we're going to use it again. We're going to draw a line going down the middle of your face. All right. So once you have all that, just give me a thumbs up. All right. So why we have that line going down the middle of our faces, because we'll still have symmetry this week. And now we're going to draw a line going across. So we have some idea of where our eyes go and our nose. All right, so there we are. So you can see that I have it in pencil because I'm going to have to erase that. But now that I'm making the eyes, I'm going to draw one line going up here because this is kind of where my eyes would be. And one line down here. Facial features. We're going to focus on them. So once you have those two lines, let me know. All right. So we don't have to have a perfect face, just has to resemble us, right? So right now we are going to draw up here for the eyes. And I'm going to say the eye is like right around here. So I'm going to draw a half circle. And another half circle. Once I have those half circles, I can now draw another line that comes and completes that half circle. So you're just going to draw a curved line underneath the half circle. So there's my eyes. Now, what we learned before is that the nose kind of comes off of the eyebrows. So I'm going to put the eyebrows up here. Now, it depends how you want your eyebrows, because two lines going down like this as eyebrows would mean that you are mad, right? I'm going to erase that. And maybe if you had just round eyebrows on top of your eyes, like this. And again, I can erase anything that I don't want. I'll do that later. Or maybe it'll help you out if I erase it now. So here we go. So your eyebrows really determine your facial features, like how your mood is. So I'm going to draw mine rounds on top of my eyes. So everybody give me a thumbs up when they have that. All right. Now, the nose. The nose is always coming off the eyebrow. So I'm going to draw a line down. And then I'm going to draw two down to that other line. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Don't worry about being perfect. Two little curved lines, and that's where my nose is. Now, below that will be my mouth. And how I'm going to draw my mouth is I'm going to curve and curve. And if I want to close it, I'm going to close it here. You're going to draw your mouth how you see your mouth. But there's just an idea on how to draw a mouth. The next thing I want you to think of is that you would have two circles inside those eyes, like so. And then you would color them. When you really look into the mirror, you're going to look at what their color is, how dark they are. Really just make it your own. Now, everyone just give me a thumbs up when you have this. You have your eyes, you have your nose, you have your mouth, you have some eyebrows. So when we look at our objective, we see what kind of features are we going to have, such as a nose, mouth, eyes, ears, hair. And then we're going to make it resemble ourselves. So right now we have the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and we don't have the hair. So my hair, Miss Troutz's natural hair, is curly. So what you have to think about when drawing your hair is it's always above your head a little bit. This is your face, right? So your hair actually comes up to here. So if I'm going to draw my hair curly, I'm just going to draw these curly cues and down. And I'm just going to draw my hair like so and touch my shoulders. But you see how I go above? I saw this really nice image of braids that I thought were awesome. So say you have a braid. I'm just going to put one braid in my hair. You would just cross them over like this. Cross your lines over to make a braid. That looks pretty cool. You could even do heart shapes almost to go down. So you see I have this hair. The next thing is, and there's Junie. She's loud, man. She's loud. The next thing is we would think about if our ears were showing. I know you guys remember this from last week. They would be right around where your eyebrows are. So the top, actually, you would go to the top near your eye, and if you move your hand all the way to your ear, you're going to see they're around the same area. So eyebrows, eye right here. This is where my ears would be, if your ears are showing, okay? And then you would have to draw the inside of your ear too. So I'm just kind of giving you the placement. Now, if you know how to draw the rest of your self-portrait, you just go ahead. You are fine to move on now. As long as you have those areas where your features would be, I want you to really think about what are your features? What did they look like? Miss Troutz would have dark brown hair. I would have dark brown eyes, but I really want to know about what kind of features you would have. So I'm going to stop here and ask some questions about what kind of features you're going to move on and use and what the students are thinking about.